Anyway, so here's the guy with the 2 fossils that he found here. And at this point in the past, Ivysaur would always be at really low health, and this would be a dangerous battle for me. But this time around, I finally learned to get enough healing items together. He's taking Grimer back here. Voltorb. Okay, I used a physical attack, so I might get electrocuted here. Or paralyzed, rather. Okay, good. Sonic Boom. Ouch. That's automatic 20 damage, so that actually hurts a lot early on in the game. Later on, it's one of the weakest moves, so... Anyway, Grimer. He's got a weak physical defense, so takedown. This is a reckless move here, because... Yeah, you see I'm already in 10 health, so... I don't usually use healing items in battle, because that way the enemy can just get another hit in on me, but... I'm almost done with the cave at this point. Boy, I'm glad that I had that many potions there. It really does help to collect everything early on in the game. You know, basically, you should just collect everything anyway, because, you know, later on in the game, the items actually get good, but, I don't know, you need to have those items. Okay, good, he only did 5 hit points of damage to me. I'm gonna put him to sleep here, because he's the last Pokemon, so there's nothing he can do about it now. Okay, you know what? Screw it. I'm just going to attack him, because with Leech Seed on him, there's no way he's going to kill me before I kill him, even if he gets a critical. I know I'm using Vine Whip when I could use Takedown, but I don't want to bring my health down to, like, too low right here at the end here, so... Yeah, Vine Whip will finish him off just fine. Alright, since I'm only using one Pokemon here right now, I promise that later on I am going to extend my team, but I do try to solo it at the beginning. Okay, I'll take a fossil. What's this? Yeah, I want the Dome Fossil. Screw the Helix Fossil. No, I'm kidding. The Helix Fossil, I usually take that instead, but 2 reasons why I take the Helix Fossil. 1, because Kabutops, darn it, he looks cool, and 2, what was it called? Something Plays Pokemon. What was it called? It's on the tip of my tongue. Screw it, I'll remember it later. Whatever. A bunch of people were playing Pokemon all at once by giving commands, and... what's this? I think that's Attract, or is it Roar? I think it's Roar. Whatever. A bunch of people were playing it, and there were a bunch of trolls in the audience that just made the character do stupid stuff, and they were always looking at the Helix Fossil for help, so they made this lore out of it, saying that the Helix Fossil was like this holy relic that was designed to guide the trainer, and people just scream, "Praise Helix!" in the chat box so much that I just get sick of it. So I wish they cut it out. You know, it's a dead joke, just like Jumpion. Yeah, in this game, whenever you like cut a bush and stuff or break through a breakable rock, it'll make it look like you're jumping over it to other people. So there was this question in the chat like, you know, how do you jump? And so people finally decide to say, oh, there's this Pokemon called Jumpion, and if you get it, you're able to jump over everything. Because it's an evolution from, you know, Eevee. You know, maybe it was funny in the first couple of days that they brought it up, but they just kept doing it over and over and over again, and it just... The joke dies, and then they keep resurrecting it. It's not funny. It's not. Anyway, I went on a tangent here. I totally forgot what I was talking about in the first place. Oh, well. Oh, yeah, soloing at the very beginning here. So, just using Ivysaur in the beginning, honestly, I think it's okay, because if I spread the experience out too much, then it's just I'm going to have a bunch of weak, watered-down Pokemon that can't do anything. So, oh yeah, and in this game, if your Pokemon gets too high of a level too soon, what'll happen is the Pokemon will stop listening to you, even if it hasn't been traded to you, even if it's your own Pokemon. Okay, sweet, I got Razor Leaf. So, Razor Leaf's just a slightly better version of Vine Whip, so I'm going to trade it out. Boy, Ivysaur's got a really good moveset early on. He's got a good normal-type move, he's got a better grass-type move now, he's got, like, the ultimate Leech Seed right there, and he's got, oh, there's the third one, Sleep Powder. Which I think in this game they edited it so that now whenever you're put to sleep or you put enemies to sleep, they sleep for a lot less. Like instead of 5 turns of sleeping, they'll sleep for like 3 turns at most. I don't know, it's kind of bad if you're trying to use sleep, but the competitive battles at least are a little bit more balanced that way. That was the mindset anyway. Oh. Okay. You know what? I'll be right back here. I'm gonna heal up before fighting Misty. Oh, Twitch plays Pokemon. That's what it was. Twitch plays Pokemon. Okay, whatever. Alright, so I'm fighting Misty. Oh, and I remember the other thing too. Decoy. That's the word. So not dummy, but decoy, although either word works. So, Staryu is really no problem here. Starmie is the one you gotta worry about because she uses Water Pulse. So, Razor Leaf. And if Water Pulse confuses me, I'm just gonna switch to Clefairy because I'm not dealing with confusion. Razor Leaf, it's slightly less accurate, but it does more damage and also has better chance of critical, so it's a nice move to have just before facing Misty here. Yeah, just try to have a level 20 Ivysaur. Again, it's doable. It's easily doable. Alright, so she's being dumb right now and just using Swift. I don't know why. I'm gonna use Leech Seed here because that way my next move will take her down. Because the thing is, if I just get her into the red, she'll just heal up her Starmie again. Okay, bag. Can I afford to use a potion here? I don't know. This is still a risky battle. I really hate her Starmie because it does so much damage. Alright, Razor Leaf, let's finish it off here. See, if that had been a critical hit, or this had missed, I would have had to face her again. I got kind of lucky there. But that's alright. The Ivysaur grew to level 21, excellent. Misty can be very difficult if you have anything other than Ivysaur in your party. Like I said in the past, what I do is I just use Nidoking or Nidoqueen to take on Misty, and I get it to level 22 so that it learned Thrash by the time it faced her. Because a Nidoking with Thrash, level 22, that's a darn powerful move. Anyway, let's go ahead and heal up here. So, thankfully I didn't have to use Clefairy as a decoy, but I'm about to fight Gary here again. Although before I do that, let me show you where this one hidden rare candy is. Although if you've played Pokemon in the past, you probably know where it is anyway. Okay, right between these two flowers right here. This one I'm standing on and that one. Rare candy is not a tradable item in this game. Like, whenever you trade with people, and you can do that, there's some items you can trade and some you can't. I think rare candy is like the only one you can't, I think. I don't know, I'm gonna have to think about it. Oh, also, Pokemon. Whenever you're trading Pokemon, you can't trade your own starter. Like, if you got this Ivysaur as your starter, or a Charmeleon or whatever, you can't trade that off. Nor can you trade gift Pokemon. Like, later on you get a Lapras, but you don't get to trade that. Let's see, Leech Seeds. I better use that now. Wow, I was faster. I'm a little surprised. Pidgeotto's supposed to be a quick Pokemon. Yeah, I figured I better do that, because Gust does a lot of damage. I know it doesn't look like a lot of damage right now because, you know, I got Leech Seed on it, but give it enough time. Gary starts out intimidating with his Pidgeotto here because it's one of his strongest Pokemon. Ah, he brought it back. Now Leech Seed doesn't work anymore. But that's okay, because now Takedown, I was going to use that next. So hopefully this will work as well. There we go. Okay, took down his Charmander, no problem. So yeah, Charmander and Pidgeotto are his two strongest Pokemon. So once I get those down, all that's left is, what was it, Rattata and Abra? Or was it Raticate? I think it's Rattata and Abra. So he's no big deal after this. Okay, take down. You know what? What I ought to do is I should go and visit the store, because now that I've got some money on me, I can finally afford to buy stuff. For real. I probably could have used Razor Leaf there. Ah, whatever. Okay, there's Rattata. Let's see, if I just use Razor Leaf here. Yeah, quick attack. One move in before you die. There we go. Okay. Because I need to buy a bunch of Pokeballs. This is the point in the game where I finally start catching Pokemon for real. Honestly, I don't really care that much about Pokédex, but the thing is, if you get 50 Pokemon in your Pokédex, you get one of the more coveted items in this game, the EXP share. Training Pokemon in this game takes a long time, because even when you trade them to other people, they only get like a 15% bonus. Alright, so, by the way, this plot stuff here, you know, where Gary talks to you and, you know, just acts like an ass and stuff, we're so used to that, us playing Pokemon, that we've stopped thinking about it, but you know, he really is a big jerk. You know, instead of see you later, it's smell you later. It's implying that you smell bad. So, you know, you could just turn it back on him and saying, you know, he's a weirdo who likes smelling people. But anyway, how much money do I have at this point? Because I just beat a gym leader. 3,700. Okay, it's not great, but let's see. I'll buy some Pokeballs. I'm going to try to train an Abra and like legit get it up to a Kadabra here because that's one of the best Pokemon you can get in this game. Super Potions, 400s. Get a couple of those. Repels. Buy a couple more Repels. Okay. I probably shouldn't spend all of my money at once here like I just did, but Alright, so let's see. I think what I'm going to do is skip through the trainers at Nugget Bridge because that's kind of a tedious thing that you don't need to see. So I'll be back in a little bit, okay? See you in a bit.